Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this explosive night of Tuesday night racing here in GC Sports. We are at Atlanta Group B slider style tonight. Once again, I am putting Knievel up here in the booth, knocking the dust and the cobwebs off. I know it's been a while, but my little broadcast area over here, I've got it all cleaned up pretty good. Helping me up into the booth, I call him Diet Sprite, but you know him on the game and on the track as Do the Do 9. Plus, we do have somebody else joining us a little bit later. We'll get to him. Mr. Do, we know you as Corey 2, man. Welcome back to Texas. You and I are only an hour and a half away from each other. It's going to be a rainy day for us, but a bright and shiny day here for these Group Slater guys at Atlanta, buddy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a blast. Last night was a good race. I was a part of that. Not really. I was in the back the whole time, but I'm excited to see how these guys go. See if Taddy can get his way up there to get win number two, since he got that win last week at Talladega. So I'm anxious to see how these boys run tonight.
Yeah, big field of cars again tonight, especially with the new format of how GC Sports is working out and everything. Great, fantastic race last night. Little bit of a different setup going from the plate race style last week to this week. We are going to Atlanta on these tracks that loves to eat tires. We all know it. We've all had so much time invested in this game. Slider guys should have a good bearing on what slider to run and how to figure it out and manage that. Two different lines, sometimes three. There is a preferred line. Draft is on low tonight, but if you can catch just a little bit sniff of that and stay in that, that'll help. But you don't want to bump somebody too hard into the corners there, bub, but it'll get you a little squirrely. But yeah, great race and anticipated for tonight too.
Oh heck yeah! It looks like we got Gator Mike on the pole, followed by is that Gator Jacob, and then Country Caliber in third. And then RG Smitty rounding out the top four. And I don't know who got fifth. So, looks like they're going to have some fast cars out there. Good old Taddy qualified seventh, which is typical for Taddy. But, he'll find his way up front. It's just all about saving those tires. If you can make your tires last 27 laps, that's what we did last night. And it was, make them last, and it's going to be a 3 pit stop race. So we'll see how things wear out. And again, there's no cautions and no stages. So good old school NASCAR racing.
Yeah, it's strategy coming involved. Again, we got Private Patton, GTR Gator Jacob out there, Country Caliber. I call him dead. GTR Beatty, Monster Racing, Mo Power. Mo Power Disaster, another Texan right up the road. We're going to keep an eye on that number 3. RJ Smitty again, Aquatad GTR. Mike, you said he's sitting on the pole, and a name that it's great to see back racing on the track. This goes back to the giggity days of where you had teams. He raced for Knievel Motorsports too. Probably your dad. So great to see probably your dad. He's very smooth and consistent too. Qualifying in these group qualifying sessions like this doesn't necessarily depict how fast you can be and what you got for the field. Something might happen. Car in front of you might get loose. So qualifying does. It obviously is a big advantage to qualify up front, but not that big of a deal here for these guys tonight. Like you said, no cautions, no stages, no damage. It is just who's got what, who's going to hold on to everything. Guys on the wheels, guys in the controllers. If they hit that apron, that can help. So you got to watch out for some of that. And the number of cars that we've seen in the field throughout this new format is just incredible. Great, huge fields, and sometimes everybody can't be in the same chat, Corey. So you got to be able to figure out who you want to work with and who you can trust at certain times.
Oh heck yeah! Especially at this track, it's a draft-dependent track too. I mean, in my opinion, it is.
It's on
Once
low
you get
draft
those,
for tonight, but yeah. So if you can stick to that bumper.
oh heck yeah, it's going to be an exciting race. I mean, especially the guys last night in the, I guess you could say C slider, Group C was a fantastic race. It was fun to be a part of. I mean, it strategy does come into effect. I mean, you got to try to save those tires, and whoever honestly saves those tires, you don't have to really worry about fuel. But saving those tires is going to be hectic, and again, having that draft help when you get off of pit road helps too. It's good to get back up there, but good clean racing. You should see hopefully see a lot of side-by-side racing. I mean, I know it's not Talladega, but it's going to be interesting, especially as the tires wear and everything like that.
What's up, Billy Holcomb out there? He's saying, "What's up, boys? What's up, B? How you doing, bud? Billy doing good." Jose Protese, he said he ain't got no internet tonight, but he will be watching. Billy Holcomb said, "Let's go, Taddy." Taddy's out there watching too. We got 8 live viewers. But yeah, right now we just got that A-OK, so we're on blue screen for 1 split second here, y'all. Holy hell, Taddy sent me about 800 invites, which is nice. Can never have too many.
Oh, I got it too soon.
That's why he sent a bunch. Waited just for that split second there. Yep. You said you wanted to race.
Right? I love Atlanta, man. I love Atlanta.
This is one of those tracks for me that I just got completely worn out and bored on. Heat 3, Heat 4, even on Heat 5. All because of our buddy over the pond. English Robbie, man. That dude loved this track. And as everybody knows the story, met him playing Call of Duty, told me to get the game, and he loved this track. We just kept racing over and over and over, and you get the idea. So I'm a little bored out on Atlanta, but it's still, once you get into that race, we just talked about it, you got to finesse your way through the field very carefully. And as we jump on board right now, the GTR Mike Mobile, he is driving one of those F words I can't hardly say for it, and he has the wrong beer sponsor on the side, sitting on the pole, going to pull him down into turn 1. High side's got 3 cars right there working, inside looking pretty predominant. Yeah, Country Caliber in that 11 machine looks like he's up to his 2nd spot right there. GTR Mike Jacob in that 10 to the outside too. He's going to try to make it work. A lot of these guys trying to figure out what's going on. No bumping, no banging so far from these guys. RJ Smitty running that Chevrolet 9-mobile. He's on the inside of the 10. They're going to go down the straightaway. That's behind the 37. The 24 goes up to the high side. Can't find any help. Again, low draft tonight for these guys, so hold on to what you got. Mo Power Cat is in that 24. Go to bed. What is he doing? It's past his bedtime, but yet he's still running in that 4 spot. P. Gator. My buddy Gator. What's up, Gator, my buddy? He's running the patented pink car, even though it's also one of those F words. But if we saw him just running that high line, he's probably going to go with the 10. Going to open up that gap just a little bit, let somebody come in. Very bumpy track as Atlanta is now being reconfigured right now with the new degrees, making it a lot smoother. Some of these guys hit that bump, you see sparks flying, you can almost see the rear end and the pumpkin in these cars, Corey.
Oh yeah, I'm back here watching last night, or the 2 car. He's just trying to stay to the bumper of the 8. It's pretty fun watching these guys race back here, because this is usually where I'm at.
Aqua Taddy up to 3rd in that 37 car. BBS Brennan in the 48. Single file seems to be the way that everybody wants to go. Private Pat now in that 21. Again, we're going to go through the field here, try to get me acclimated. We'll try to get all of us up here in the booth acclimated with these names. It's been a while. New names, new drivers, new cars for everybody. Probably your dad in that 88. Again, we talked about him just a little bit. He can be very fast. He's very smooth too. But yeah, these guys are gone one big single file line. Monster Racing in that 18 back here. One car makes a move to the inside. Looks a little loose. He's going to shove the 41 up to the outside. The one car, that is War Pig. His favorite patented line. Stay in it, stay in it, stay in it. Back here cruising around, maybe saving a little bit of gas. You talked about that last night, strategy, tires, and fuel. Let loose in that 8 car. Justin Shackett is in that 22. Great to see him out here. That is just Keith right there in the 2. He's got himself some wins in other leagues. We know he's very fast. Mo Power Disaster in that beautiful number 3. I'm not a huge Earnhardt fan per se, but the color scheme, the sponsors on this car are just absolutely gorgeous. And again, he's got 41 up. Beatty pushing him around the pack. Back up to the front in the 4 car. 37 and Taddy has now made his way up to second place, starting in the 7th. Caliber has fallen back. One to keep an eye on is that 14 of Gator. He's now got himself up there just a little bit too. 37 is Taddy's going to follow. See, they stay 3 foot off of that. Well, I call it 3 foot, but just off of that yellow line. That takes the chance away, Corey, of hitting that, pushing up the track, and it helps rotate the car, in my opinion, by staying just off of it.
Oh yeah, what they call in the real world of racing at Atlanta, that Kevin Harvick line. I mean, when you get onto that line here at Atlanta here, you just end up going straight up the track. So,
and we got a battle for the lead as the 4-car you were just talking about. Looks like he hit one of those bumps, got pushed up the track. Aqua Taddy making a move. Mo Power Captives inside. 2 Chevrolets trying to push that F word down the back where the Country Caliber, we know what he's driving too. And that 4th position. But Gator Mike now has to find somebody to help, and it looks like he does. The 21 of Private Pat's going to see if he can get up there. Nope, he thinks I can't get up there on low rev. Gator Mike has a great chance of getting freight trained here, unless somebody makes a mistake. A little bit of a gap, about 15 cars back. Again, big field here at Atlanta. Aqua Taddy to the lead. 2 Chevrolets, Country Caliber right there with him. Gator Mike now has the Cat. I think the Cat might get eaten by the Gator on that one.
The 9 goes on the inside of Taddy.
He's supposed to be in bed. What's he doing? Taking the lead, but he just did it right there. Again, as we scroll back up to there, a big field here. Here comes the 11 of Country Caliber. He's trying to get back up there too. These top, looks like 10 cars are really mixing and dicing it up. But what that also means is that just means they're eating their tires. They're just eating them up. What's up, Justice Shackett? I hope that was before the race that you put that in there. He said, hi. What's up, buddy? Again, he's racing right now. So now Aqua Taddy goes back. He relinquishes the lead to the 9. The 11 falls right behind him, too. High side for that car, too. So it looks like if you've led a lap, you're going to get bumped and shoved up to the high side.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got the 22. Got tapped by the 2, and he's in the wall.
Yeah, the 22 back there is Justin. We were just talking about him. Here comes the 48, making a move to the inside of the 37. Taddy, he might as well just put his hand out the window and say bye, because he is just
Yeah, it looks like the 4 that ended up getting that same little motion from Taddy, he ended up getting back, I want to say 7th or 8th, maybe? I can't really tell. There's too much going on.
BBS Brennan in that 48 pushed these guys around, so there's two lines starting to develop just a little bit. That high side now starting to make its way up there. Again, low draft, so in order to catch a sniff of that air, you're going to have to be bumper to bumper, Corey.
Oh, heck yeah. It's some good racing right now, especially this early in the race. You know, I mean, pit stops, I don't know what lap they're on, but you know, I'm sure we can figure that out soon. But it's some exciting racing. Just about 10 laps into this race, maybe 15, but it's pretty intense.
Tom Hort, a.k.a., you know, Helen Keller, the mute dog himself. Stop touching me, by the way, mute dog. He says, I'm over here watching Taddy's stream. What a dork. If you have never watched one of Taddy's streams, you need to go check it out. Like and subscribe to Taddy, not just because of it's Taddy, but because of the things that is said and the moves that he makes and everything it is just absolutely hilarious to be on one of Taddy's streams. But these guys up front, now we have a new lead. The 14 of P-Cola now making his way up to 3rd. Country Caliber's got the whole pack pushing him down the straightaway. I'm on board with the 21 of Private Pat. They're 4 wide, 3 wide here at Atlanta. It can be done. Not what you necessarily want to be able to do. The high side's going to get a great run. The 48 of Barron into his inside. 3 wide down the back stretch. The 9 and the 10 right there between him on the inside. This is exactly what the leaders want to see, but absolutely not what these guys want to see. P. Cola Gator had worked his way all the way up to 3rd. Got shoved up way high to the high side. He does not want to get out of the gas and jeopardize losing that pack, but he cannot wait to get behind somebody, which he does. And now here comes the 8-bit up there too. So they are trying to make this second line work pretty well. But now they go back single file here at Atlanta. Group B Slider Night racing on a Tuesday.
I totally messed up. I guess they're doing 50% races. This is the first time I've actually tuned into doing this, but I guess they're doing 50%, and that whole three stop strategy I was talking about, that was for last night because we only do 25%. So my bad, viewers. I made a mistake.
I thought it was 25% too, so it looks like I need to go get myself a couple more adult beverages. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep, I made that mistake. So I just noticed it because I'm watching Teddy streaming and it had like 147 laps to go. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
147 laps though, with no cautions, no stages. They can click off really quick though. Let's go on board with the guy that I talked to just a little bit before the pre-race too, the Mopower Disaster, formerly known as Flirt with Disaster. Hopefully get to shake his hand and meet him in person at the Texas race coming up soon. But he is back here in a beautiful car. Got the 88 that's inside. Got the one War Pig out there with him. He's going up to the high side. One clips the apron just a little bit back here. Some of these guys, he may not have qualified really well. Probably were hoping to see what would have been a caution. But they will be able to, that's what they want to see. A couple cars try to work their way back up. Now the best thing for these guys is go single file, work together, save those tires, save those fuels. Ty Hazard out there said he bummed I couldn't make it home in time. Don't worry, bud, we still got a long race and you can get plenty of invites. Lieutenant Thickums, oh my god, I can't believe you changed his name to that. As soon as I saw that, I pissed my pants laughing. I did. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, so Mo Power up here. Just riding, cruising, being smooth, being patient, and we've seen him win quite a few races in the past too, and his strategy again is just that right there. So let's get back up to the front of the paddock. We are on board with GTR Mike.
Yeah, he's
They're 3 wide. They got the 9 to 37. Sorry, and here comes the Gators right there. Gator Mike and P. Cola Gator, the GTR boys. You know they want to work together, but they don't want to race each other this hard. So it looks like P. Cola Gator's going to go to the high side with the 37. Nope, he sipped, haha, pump fake, and he comes back to the inside. Taddy's back to him outside. Got Country Caliber in that 11, leading the race by himself. Private Patton started a little bit further back, making his way back up there. Aqua Taddy again needs some help, needs to get to that low line. I think this is a chess game. All of these guys at one point in time have seemed to really find a way to shuffle themselves from to the front, to the back, to the front of this lead group.
Oh yeah, no, they seem to at least the top three have seemed to settle in, but that Gator Mike guy in that four, man, he looks like he's a little mad, like Kevin Harvick was at Chase Elliott at Bristol. So he's trying to get up there, get back in that league so he can control this race.
Well, like you said too, with a long race over a 50% race, there's no need to burn yourself up right now. There's no need to take a chance and jeopardize, even though there's no cautions, no stages, no damage, but that will cost you numerous laps getting back to pit lane, spinning out, getting going again.
Oh no, not only that. I mean, I don't really like being. I mean, I know with the low draft, I don't really like being this close when I have to go to pit road either. It causes commotion, and somebody makes one mistake, takes out 3 or 4 cars trying to get on pit road. So I'm anxious to see how these boys do it, and continue this, because this is some really good racing. And like I said, last night was great. Tonight's great. Just GC Sports in general, their racing is always pretty good. So good to see that these guys racing clean, racing fast, and it looks like that second pat's kind of drifting off further and further away. So it looks like this is going to be the pack to pick the winner from, in my opinion. Who do you got this race there, Puddin'?
Anybody who can save tires.
If you had to pick one driver, the driver that saves the best, right?
Whoever's in that Chevrolet.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, all 3 manufacturers being represented out front. We got an F word, we got ourselves a T word, and we got that Chevrolet word. The Chevrolet making a move to
Got
the
some guys coming
outside.
down pit road, it looks like.
Yeah, and at Country Caliber
Ooh.
in that number 11, everybody hard on the binders, back and forth. What we're seeing again now, once they get there, is an AI. Hopefully, none of those guys got a pit speeding penalty. So now some of these people are trying to stay out again. I have tried this in the past. I've tried this so many times, and it looks like these guys are now signaling now too to try to stay out, have those four freshest tires to get to the end. Heck, it came back and bit me in the rear end last night while running the top 5 in my iRace. Stayed out 4 laps longer. Did not work. Came back to bite me, and I ended up 14th. Still trying to figure out how the four fresh tires doesn't always make up, but some of these guys are trying to do it right now. So here we go. We got 41, probably dad in 88. Mo flirting with disaster. Mo power disaster in the 3. They are staying out again. So maybe they're trying to back there in the pack. What we said earlier. A great qualifying run doesn't always mean qualifying in the back is a bad situation. Probably your dad running that good looking 88. Monster Race in that 18. Looks like he has stayed out so far. War Pig coming off in that number 1 right now, so he's coming off a pit lane. So the second group that is pitted, they are right there. Flirt and him stay out again. I like it, unless they pitted while we didn't see. And Short pitted against these guys. And the 8 car staying low, being respectful. So green flag pit stops are obviously in effect. And I haven't even seen what would have been a caution if we did. Every pit lane is tricky for you, Bubba. Every pit lane is tricky for you. You're too busy texting and muting everybody.
Yeah, he had some trouble getting on pit road last night.
So, I think these guys might have pitted while we didn't see. I don't see him saving that much more tire here.
They may have.
I mean, Flirt's getting past pretty well. He's got 41, group that he's on board with, but let me see if I can jump over on the telly here. See if I can jump on board with Aquatati. And there it is. See who the leader is. Okay, so the leader is Patty's right behind the leader right there. So that's where we're gonna go check this out at. Smitty is in the 9, so Smitty is in the lead right now with Mopar Cat behind him, Taddy in 3rd place. So that's how we got this all going right here. And thanks for Taddy for streaming real quick. That does help us out. So let me go back to the GC Sports here. I used to do this off my phone, have one up and one on the computer. Man, I just became a rookie at this. Did say I was a little nervous about being in the broadcast booth. It has been a while. But RJ Smitty in that 9's got the 24 and Private Pat, and they are right up front. Ooh! I think that was Brennan in the 48. Just tanked the right side of that car. Again, he is really glad no damage is on. The only thing that's going to cost him is some time. Yeah, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, just a little bit. And look,
what is
RJ Smitty's getting freight trained again.
What the hell is RJ doing? He was all the way up there. Maybe he wants to go back to the pack.
Maybe he just wants to save them tires, save a little bit of fuel.
Tom said, I thought I missed you in the booth, but I don't. I was wrong. Well, love you too, buddy. On board with Smitty, but the one and only go to sleep. He needs to be in bed. What's he doing? It's past his bedtime. Mr. Mopal Cat out there leading. Caddy up to third. Private Patton sit there in that second position. I do like this though. That F word is surrounded by a bunch of beautiful Chevrolets, but at the same time, all of these guys have raced with each other numerous times, other leagues, sliders and customs. So these guys should feel pretty comfortable about racing with each other. And see, now we see the 14. I know for a fact him and a couple of those other guys, they pitted one lap later. So the 14 of Picola Gator and them are on one lap fresher tires. And he's got Gator Mike right to his inside. And Gator Mike said, GTR or not, I'm going to take it. BBS Brent is going to go back to the inside. 3 cars to the outside. Pat Taddy leading that train. But these guys are like, I'm trying to think in my head if they do that every time and stay out for an extra couple laps. Wonder how that's going to pan out for them at the end of this race, Corey.
Oh yeah, it's just good racing though. I mean, it's fun to watch guys up here side by side racing. That's what gets it exciting. But you know, these guys tend to fan out, and guess who's just stuck on the top like at every other track he goes to? Taddy. He's just trying to get that high side to work, and it's just not working for him right now. I think if he tries a little bit later in the race, it'll work out in his advantage, and he'll probably try to sneak another one out.
I do have to say though, when I was signed to a different team in a different league, he was a Ford guy, I was a Chevrolet guy. He did let me pick my car. Well, I picked this Clint Boyer car for 2 reasons. A, the 14 on the side of it, that was my daddy's number. Daddy picked that number. Why? Because of AJ Foyt. Why did Tony Stewart pick that number? Because of AJ Foyt. Who was my favorite driver? Tony Stewart. So the 14 had a lot of sentimental to me, and plus this paint scheme right here. Everybody knows putting lots of little pink on his cars. Gotta have some pink on the cars. Orange, pink, black, and white, man. You can make it work and it looks good. So good to see P. Cole out here again. He's been on a little bit of a sabbatical, but running strong, looking to be a contender. On board with 37 Aqua Taddy. He's got this.
Wait, so that was your pink big truck I saw going down to Beaumont?
Probably. Probably. I actually have a graphic that I'm designing right now to put on there on my truck, and I can't give away any secrets for it though. The old Pudmobile got lowered 6 inches, got some wheels and some tires. The only thing I can't do is build my own exhaust because, well, I don't work for a place that would let me. No one will let me, so I'm working on figuring that out because I don't want anybody else to do it for me. But the old Puddin Chevrolet pickup truck's she's gone through.
It got lowered. You're in
Yeah.
Texas, man. You going get messed up in flood.
It's 2-wheel drive.
Oh, that makes sense then. You'll fit in.
4-wheel drive. Make my old trucks back home were 4-wheel. This is 2-wheel. 2-wheel goes down, 4-wheel goes up. AJ Foyt bites. Well, guess who just got permanently muted for life? Get out of
The
here.
mute dog?
Oh yeah, he just muted himself. But Aquatati now has Gator Mike to his inside, 10 pushing him right there too. The Smitty goes up with Taddy. Mopal Cat up here for the lead. What are you seeing? Are you still falling back there just a little bit?
Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing. I mean, that backpack is just pretty much, they're a whole straightaway away. So I've been watching on Country Caliber's view of all the racing going on up front here, and it's pretty intense. You know,
So Country
a lot of
Caliber back there
drivers with
leading.
ADHDs.
So Country back there leading that second pack.
No, he's in the rear of this pack right
I was
here.
just gonna say I went to click through. I was like, but if that's because he was leading earlier, so if he missed out. So these guys all pitted within a lap of each other. Some have freshies, 1-lap freshies compared to others, but that's again driving style and strategy. Something I need to learn about is working out for these top guys. Go back here a little bit more.
I'm anxious to see what this second pack does with this pit stop coming up. Like if they try to make up some time, or because in the end, when these guys get fresh tires, if you're trying to stay on the track, you're just going to get ran over. So I'm
Monster
anxious to see if
racing in the
they'll.
18 down the pit lane right now by themselves. So pit lane
Oof.
already back open again. What?
Monster's always been one of those drivers. I mean, I've known him for years. He's always been one of those drivers that tries to, run something totally different than everybody else, and it works. I mean, obviously he's in the Group B, and I'm in Group C. I should have just listened to him half the year, but I didn't, and or half of the season last year. But he makes some bold moves, and it tends to work out for him. So I'm anxious to see how this works out.
Y'all lucky I ain't there because I'd be in Group A already.
Yeah, well, you're too busy on iRacing, so you moved up. You don't want to hang out with us guys anymore down here and have some good racing. So you have fun on your iRacing sim, and we'll continue to try to work and master this before we try to go up there. I try to master the Chihuahua before I get to the pit bull. You know what I mean?
Well, look, Bob, look. Yes, I do enjoy my iRacing, but look, I'm never going to forget my roots. I am never going to forget about any of y'all, and here I am. Hey, I still race a couple nights a week in console. I'm just unable to race in GC Sports because of Monday nights where I have another obligation on a different platform. That's all.
That's understandable, my dude.
I'm still
We
here.
get it.
And too much of y'all's dismay. I ain't leaving. I know y'all wanted to see it, but I ain't leaving.
Yeah, I haven't seen you race, so you technically left the cockpit to go into the broadcast booth, which I'm just great to be up here with you.
Just call me Clint Boyer.
No, well, Clint Boyer actually won a couple races, so I can't really call you Clint Boyer yet.
Oof. Oof. Hey, I did win one race. It was on a Friday night at Watkins Glen a long time ago, and the Bear family got to interview me, so... Oh, ouch! Tim Horton out there, too. I actually like that. That was a pretty good one. But now, back to this lead pack. We see two Chevrolets up front. I'm on board with Country Caliber. Are these guys just dicing because they're getting a little loose? Or, someone in front of them, or they're just trying to hold on to their position? Nobody's really left the pack, per se, but they're not single file, and they always seem to be mixing it up. So, car in front of them trying to happen, or if they say, hey, if there's a gap, I'm going to take that little bit, put that little bit of a fender down there. Now we talk about a single file, except for the Taddy Mobile on the outside. I mean, these they seem to keep mixing and dicing and being fast at the same time.
Oh yeah, no, this like it seemed that those two Chevys up front got away for a little bit, but not for long, as the 10 and the 21 got hooked up, and they just got right back to the back bumper of that 9. So it is some great racing. I'm anxious to see. I should be going down pit road within the next couple laps, and see how things fan out. But I've been a big person to run my fuel out, and if save the tires for fuel, and that's what I kind of think the 11 was doing back there. I mean, we all know he's bad fast, so I'm sure he'll get back up there and be in contention for this lead at the end of this race.
I wouldn't say the 11's bad fast. He's quick with a tailwind pushing him. I'll give him that. You know what I mean? And it looks like the 48 of BBS Brandon. I can't tell if it was loose or signaling, but again, after seeing Monster short pit earlier, I think that we might see that international turn signal, as I like to say it, happen. And no, it looked like he might have just got loose there. On board with the 9 of RJ Smitty. Again, good to see him. The other league I race on is got his dad in, old guy, and I'm unable to race some.
Here we go. We got 4 cars coming down pit road. Looks like the 10, the 4, Taddy, and the 11, I think, are coming down pit road. Those were the 4 that signaled.
Oh, and the 11 gets in the wall, and Smitty misses pit lane. What the hell is Smitty doing? I was on air. I think he missed it. Oh, Cole, yeah, he did. He missed it. That is one mad Smitty right there.
Yeah, it didn't seem like he showed
well,
that he
no,
was
it looks
going
like
down.
he got backed up because he's not flying down at 800 mile an hour down there. But whatever that
Our
was
leader,
was
the
going to cost him.
24, looks like he's coming down pit road right now.
Yeah, I'm on board with him now. And here comes Private Pat behind him. Country Caliber. Picola Gator. So they're all making their moves. The 8's coming down. The 48 and the 37, we just caught the tail end of that. Looked like they were having a little demo derby car fight right there. Did no harm there on pit lane here.
And if I'm not mistaken, it looks like probably your dad may take the lead here. I'm not 100% sure, so don't hold me to that.
Yeah, I'm on
Maybe
board
not.
with him. Well, or it could be the 18-2 of Monster. Remember, Monster short pitted way early, which if he has to short pit again, but then with 3, maybe 4 pit stops, that could work out for him. But yeah, I'm on board with probably your dad right now. It looks like he's staying out with Monster Racing in a anniversary all white M&M Toyota.
I thought he'd have better taste than that. Driving that Kyle Busch car. Ugh.
Well, War Pig is technically driving the Monster car, so maybe he just missed out on it.
Yeah, but why not pick another Chevy? Why pick Kyle Busch?
You know, if he wins this race, we will talk to him in post-race. We'll figure that out.
Well, it looks like that front pack that we were following, looks like Gator Mike got a huge lead off pit road that last pit stop. I mean, he is like literally a half
in front of him.
But look how far that back pack is from them. It is, oof. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong, which I could. I'm a rookie up here. Oh yeah, I was definitely looking at that wrong.
Yeah, let me jump over to Taddy's stream real quick and see who is leading on his stream. And it looks like, can't see in that corner, is that the 38?
I'll look for
Oh,
you
it's the
here.
10. The 10's leading. That's who that is.
Okay.
So the 10 is leading. So 10 and Gator Mike, we were right there on board with them the entire time. So that's how that panned out, where the 10 is leading, Taddy's in 7th.
He's in 6th.
Well, he was just in 7th. He was just
I'm watching
there.
Teddy's. I was watching Teddy's stream too, but I'm anxious to see if they just. I don't understand how they got that far ahead of those guys. It's
Unless somebody had problems getting on the pit lane, locking them up, going too slow until the game caught you. I don't know. But again, low draft.
maybe they just
They
got
know.
on and
They
off
now
pit
know
road pretty quick.
the back 6 behind these guys they're gonna have to 2-3 car packs are gonna have to get hooked up, bumper to bumper with low draft to try to catch these 2 lead pack cars.
Yeah, it seems like we have three packs of 2, 3, and I can't see if that's 3 or 4 back there, but it's gonna be some good racing here soon. Hopefully, let those tires get a little wore out and go from there. Too bad you can't use your old Platinum Rack 'em and Stack 'em, hey Puddin'? There's no Rack 'em and Stack 'em when you just do a straight 100 and some lap race, right?
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna rack them and stack them right now in the middle of a race. How's that sound?
Sounds perfect. Let's do it. Restart.
Restart. Now these guys slowly trying to track down the lead too. That's 24. That's your dad. I mean, the cat right there. Now RJ Smitty again back here with Justice Shackett. Something really happened with RJ in that pit lane that took him out of the group, and again he's not happy. So now we're on board with the cat. He's got Private Patton and P. Cola pushing them. They got themselves a couple car gap to the lead pack behind them, but they're leading. They're fighting in. They're fighting in that leader's that debt right there. But If it was high draft, I think they would have already ate him up and swallowed him. But so the leaders might have something going on here. Like you said, that strategy that we pulled out with the 10 and the 4 car is looking very good for him right now. But still, long race to go. That'd be more than we still got more than halfway to go. I'd assume in here.
Well, they've definitely lost some time with this pack behind them. That's for sure. They were, like I said, a half of straightaway away from the guys. These 3 cars behind them. So maybe it's 3 cars behind them. But all those, we'll see what happens here soon because they are definitely catching them. And yeehaw!
He says,
That sounded
yeehaw.
so fun.
Some
Having
of
a
these guys
blast.
on screen that I'm flipping back and forth with right now, it is not yeehaw for them running by themselves. Something might have caught up to him again. Back on board with Mo Power Disaster, him and a 41. They are the only ones back here that are really hooked up besides RJ and Justin. And he's going to make a move on the inside of the 41 and gets him cleared pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's just a bummer. RJ had a really fast car up there with the 24, and they were looking like they could have made some noise in this race, but that them 2 Fords up front seem to have been caught by the 24, the 21, and the 14 now. So I'm anxious to see. Maybe they only took 2 tires. I don't know. I don't know if that was the best strategy in the world as the 14 tries to get under the 21, but the 21 says, "Not today, Satan."
But now
I mean,
look, it has happened though. 24, the 21, and the 14, they've all caught this pack. Now, the one that's in jeopardy on low draft of losing this lead pack draft is Taddy in that 37. He has to be especially careful being on low draft. He's got to follow every move and every mimic not to do that. He's got to go down a line to try to keep up with these guys to get back in that draft. Again, that's going to chew his tires up a little bit. So our big old 15 car lead pack is dwindled down to 10, and now it's dwindled down to about 6 or 7 right now. 2 cars behind him, that's BBS Brennan, and trying to see the other car right there. They have their real task matched up, and it looks like Taddy's back in that draft. So yeah, those guys behind him now to try to catch this lead pack. Power numbers on low draft, very difficult to do for them. But 9 viewers out there on YouTube land, we do appreciate you tuning in on a Tuesday night for the Group B sliders here at Atlanta GC Sports Racing. I am putting Knievel, do the Do 9 up here, and it looks like our other broadcaster might get fired. He no called, no showed.
well, that traffic in North Carolina could be devastating. Not as much as it is here in Houston. Holy moly.
Oh yeah, Houston is bad.
Houston
Every time I go down there, when I went down there for that Royals game, I'm like, what are you doing?
oh yeah, it's intense.
Speaking of Atlanta, though, driving through Georgia, no offense to one of my good buddies out there, D. Smith, but driving through Georgia and Florida, that has got to be some of the, can't say it on air, type of driving.
Trust me, man, I was in Florida all weekend, and in Georgia all weekend, and it was horrible, man. It was horrible.
With the 10 car right here. Now it looks like they're going to be coming up on Monster in that 18 and the 1 of War Pig. So the lap traffic might be able to come into play. Monster's going underneath the 1's like, no, War Pig, you be the first car lap down, not me. I'm going to try to run away from these guys. 24 is to run in that second lane. Private Patent says, nope, I'm going to the inside. That outside line gave him a little bit of a prevail, just a little bit right there. Lap traffic again coming up at the 10 car. Looking real strong. So we got the 10 pulling and the 37 pushing down the front stretch. This is your lead pack here.
Yeah, it seems like Taddy got a little bump from the 14 when he tried to go high, and it kind of broke his momentum of getting around that 14 car. But I'm pretty sure he's pretty content just driving right now. They got a couple more pit stops coming, so We'll see how this plays out.
Jose Protege out there saying GTR boys go get that W. Still want to know what the hell a GTR is. Not the Nissan either, alright? I'm not talking about the turd Nissan GTR. That thing is an absolute crap box, alright? Chevrolet small block will eat that thing up. The 10 out there now getting a lot of pressure from the 4 who got bumped from the 24 of Cat. So I don't see ever any of these guys insinuating anything though. They're really just staying calm, trying to hold on to everything. But again, if one car might get loose, the arrow right there, the 10 goes up. 24 thought about going underneath the 4. 4 went with the 10. It didn't work out.
And that one car is getting closer and closer. I'm anxious to see how these boys work around it.
Yeah. And the 18 was in front of us, so I don't know if he just straight put nitro boosters on and got away or went to pit lane, and I think option B right there was for him because... Oh, no! The 18, I just saw him up there. Apparently the 1 was holding him up. He was like, the lead pack's coming, get me the heck out of here. So the number 1 of Warpig has been trying to stay in it, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to stay in it that much longer. He's going to have to get out of it and let this lead pack go.
It looks like he does that right there. Gives up that preferred line and just lets these cars get around him. Let's just see if he holds anybody up. It looks like Taddy's just slowly losing that pack just a little bit up. As I say that, he's right back to the back bumper of that 14.
And again, if a caution came out for that 1 car, he'd be looking real good to get that lucky. Oh, that's right. I said if the caution came out. No cautions. Not good for Warpig out there again.
I mean, if it was me out there, I'd already be like 12 laps down.
Oh, well, you're being generous to yourself. I would have said 15.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
My name's not Pudding. I don't run out of gas when I'm leading the race either.
Hey, you know what? Whatever gets me airtime while I'm driving.
Right? That's the one thing we'll never forget at Puddin' Knievel Motorsports. Remember to put gas in your car, y'all.
Oh, yeah. I'm not happy about that. Anyway, back to Atlanta.
No, it was always fun racing with you, Puddin'. We could always tell when you make a mistake. The whole league would know about it.
Hell, everybody knows I made a mistake. But yeah, like you
Looks
said,
like the 10's dipping down the pit road as they're coming up to the 22 for another lap car right here.
That's Justin Shackett in the 22. Again, so, oh, the 10 goes around. The leader goes around.
Oh, he
GTR
made some
Jacob
contact with that
spins it.
24 car.
Taking that chance of driving backwards. Is it going to kick his ass out of the game? No, he makes it down. Because that was a bold move, Cotton. Driving that far backwards, it should have been, it could have been, and might have been, yo ass out of here tonight. But they crate caught there. So the leader with a big mistake, but he does not catch that getting out of here. As we've seen flirt with disaster. Mopow disaster out there pulling out on that 3 car. Very detrimental to that 10 car though, Corey. Holy cow.
Yeah, good old Mute Dog knows all about that. He had that happen to him last night.
No surprises because he can't see or hear or even feel the brake pedal, let alone a gas pedal or a steering wheel.
But it seems to me that these those leaders actually, they all seem that they have a different strategy now. So this is, I can't talk right now. Holy moly. I'm anxious to see how this all works out.
And of all things, I go over to Taddy's stream. He's on pit lane, so I can't even see who the leader is right now. Alright. Oh, okay, so on pit lane is the 14. The 14, we see him right there, is on pit lane. But how's that going to work out? I'm going to stay on Taddy's stream. Here he comes. Yep. I'm going to do it. He's still. Here comes Taddy back around up to speed. I'm on board right now with 14, staying below the yellow line, and caduce. There goes his GTR buddy right around him. That still leaves, nope, yep, that puts GTR Mike in the lead by himself.
Well, Taddy's on that rear
Taddy's on
bumper of that
third, and
14.
GTR, oh man, I'm just going to call him Picola. That's my homie, Picola. No more of that GTR stuff right there. Picola, this is your top three. So Gator Mike, Gator, Taddy is your top three. And you just talked about it too. There's those strategies on how they're pitting, Corey. Everybody's starting to spread themselves out a lot more.
Oh yeah, I mean the 4 car had the 10, but his malfunction has now put him, I have no clue where, but that 4 car is all by him lonesome with these two, you know, the 14 and the 37 drafting as Taddy goes to the inside of the 14 here for second place.
I don't know what the hell's Jose Protege keeps saying. He just keeps saying brrr, brrr, brrr. Sounds like a Ford starting up, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what he's saying. And he is pulling for his buddy Gator Mike out there, who is the leader in the 4 car. And, oof. Taddy is in the middle of the GTR sandwich. I don't know how that really would make me feel.
I still don't know what GTR means.
GTR, go to right. So why are they turning left?
Right?
I can't even come up with some funny ones right now off the top of my head, but you know what I can tell you it does mean?
What?
These guys are friends. They show up, they have fun, they hang out, companionship, and speed. That is what GTR is saying. Get to racing is what he says. Well, why aren't you racing in? So you're like no GTR? You're like in GTR, huh? Right now, huh, Protege? In GTR.
So it's like a they copied off the Mo Power thing.
I don't know if they copied off of it. It's just a band of brothers. I mean, that's what Mo Power is. That's what GTR seems to be. It's just a band of brothers. That's what this is all about, you know. Again, I traveled across this country and got to talk to, handshake, hug, drink beer with so many people from this game, you know. It's just something you
Well,
never...
then when are you coming to Katy?
That's too far of a drive.
I said the same thing about you.
I actually looked Katie up the other day because there was a lawnmower for sale I was looking at. It's not that far, really, but...
No,
still.
I mean, so the thing with me is I'm like right inside. Like I'm near more so Cypress than I am Katy, but I'm just over the line.
It's yeah. I mean, we're it's only what hour and a half. We will get it worked out, especially while we are.
I mean, we still gotta go golfing together, man. Oh, and as we were talking and gibbering, looks like Taddy's caught the leader here.
I like it.
And let's see what he does with that. Oh, I'm lactose intolerant. I can't have Velveeta cheese, but it does. Velveeta was my favorite macaroni until I was told I was lactose. But anyway, he has caught that back bumper of that Ford yummy Busch Light car. Oh, speaking of that, I should go get me a adult beverage.
Gator came from, he said most of them boys are from Florida. Well, I'm sorry. The only thing I can say is thank you for Urban Meyer as being a Buckeye up till about 3 years ago. The only great thing that came out of Florida is Daytona Beach and the International Speedway. Everything else sports-wise down there is meh, bull lucky. Taddy, being an Oklahoma boy, puts himself in the middle of these Florida boys. He's like the Midwest is going to try to do something with these Southern boys. Let's see what he can do. I'm like watching it right now. We got Gator Mike, Taddy, and then P. Cola Gator hanging it out top three. Right behind them, Mo Power Cat, and right in front of him is Private Patton. Private Patton again. Numerous time winner here. Both Cat and Private Patton, they talk a lot. They're alright. They know each other. Can they track down these leaders? And Caddy makes a move to the inside of the 4. 14's going to go with him. If I was my teammate, aka GTR, I would have been like, I will give you some help. But the Gator hung the other Gator out to dry, and he lets the Aqua to the lead. The 37 Chevrolet is pulling these two F words around the track. Things Puddin likes to see. Chevrolet's up front.
Yeehaw.
Alright, Tom, I hope you're feeling better, man. The mute dog himself says he's going to go put, count some sheep behind his eyelids right there. They're going around Monster Races. So great. Thanks again, Tom. Great to talk to you. You know how to get a hold of me if you need anything, bud. Okay. Caddy's still our leader, on board with the pole sitter and GTR Mike, and that beautiful pink color, not manufacturer, of Piccola Gator, sitting right there in second. So the top 3 has pulled away just a little bit, but Mo Power Cat and Private Patton, they've got the Jaws song playing. Dun-it. They are trying to track these leaders down. Top 5 right here. Cord, what a heck of a race.
Oh yeah, this is a good race. It is a dang good race, especially with them Gator boys behind them. Let's see if they try to work together and work something out. But I mean, this could be and may be the race for the lead later on.
Yeah, I'm going to switch over to his chat to see how many laps that he had.
Last time I checked, it was 70, and that was, I think, maybe 2 laps ago, so maybe 68. I'm not 100% sure.
Alright, well, it looks like we are going to have to make at least one more pit stop, possibly, as he's coming across the line on his stream. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to make 2 more pit stops. It looks like they had 66 to go. 66 to go.
27 in the gas tank. So
tires is going to be what eats everybody up.
They may have to make 3 just to make it on fuel.
Yeah.
But who knows? My hillbilly calculators are broken, so I might be wrong.
And we got Monster up here pushing Cat. Jose thinks 2. I mean, it could be 3, 2 on fuel or 3 for tires, depending upon how hard they push him tonight there, Jose. But yeah, I mean, and he's saying 5 total pit stops. So I'll go by him. Sounds like somebody's been doing their homework. I was busy today on my day off. I was doing some other stuff. 6 full runs. Okay, I like it. I like it. Man knows the stuff. Why in the hell aren't you up here in the booth with us, spitting your Larry Mack knowledge, bub? But now it looks like one of the Gators is falling off. That is P. Colin and Gator Mike. Trying to get hooked back up with him. And Mo Power Cat said, come on, let's go, Private. We track these guys down. The 21 and the 24 2-car group tandem guys have tracked these guys down. They reeled him in. Monster right here racing with him. Can't tell if he's on the lead lap, but he's still hanging on with them. But
all right,
Patty's
Puddin,
still
I
the
hate
leader.
to say this. I got an emergency, man. I have to go.
Okay, bub, you got to do what you got to do. I hope everything's all right.
Yeah, I'll let you know. One of my friends just got dizzy watching a dog and fell and can't get up. So I know that's kind of one of those commercials, but I have to go pick her up. So I apologize, y'all. I hope this is a good race. I'm going to try to get back as soon as I can. But again, Puddin, it's always a blessing to be up here with you, my dude.
All right, man. I hope everything's all right. Thoughts and prayers to you and your friend out there. Stay in touch. And being house that we are so close, and we will drink that beer together soon. So go do what you got to do, bub.
Yes, sir. All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
That does leave me. So everybody out there in YouTube land, I apologize. You now have to listen to my annoying voice, but we want to keep Corey up there in our thoughts, prayers. Things happen. Heck, I've had stuff happen on air a long time ago. A couple times, actually. But we are still racing. We are still here at Atlanta. We are Tuesday night. These guys are on sliders, by the way. Remember that. That's obviously in the title. None of that sneaky gear ratio. None of that sneaky suspension, saving a right front tire. Jose's still out there. I ain't got no internet, he says. Hey man, I know how that goes. That stuff stinks really bad. On board with Mopar Cat for the last couple of laps. Him and Private Patton worked their way back up there again. I think those found their dancing partners for the rest of this race. Patton makes a move, it looks like, tried to make a peek to the inside of Taddy. Thinks better of it, not going to do it. Stays single file. Taddy still the leader. 18 is confirmed a lap down, just holding on to everything. So Picola Gator is the final position in this group as we see the 22. Justin Shackett coming off a pit lane right there. And we are going to go through the pack here and see what's going on. And BBS Brennan at 48. Shows no movement on pit lane. He was up here in this lead pack earlier. Yeah, and probably your dad at 88 by himself. And it's unfortunate for him. He's very fast, very quick. Something happened that threw him back there. On board with the 18, we just talked about him. They're going to make their way around. And the leader, Taddy, now coming to pit lane. Taddy now coming to pit lane. Let loose in the 8th. He looks like... What the hell he looks like he was doing? He got squiggling, looked like he was coming down, and he's not coming down. Now he's coming down. There we go. So he's let loose, and that 8 coming down. Justin Shackett just came off pit lane. We just saw that. To just Keith. Keith, I don't know why I keep saying just, but Keith right there. I saw him duck down on board with this gorgeous Camaro of Mopow Disaster. He's back there again with GTR Beatty. I mean... Is like GTR Beatty is Chase, is he like the stepson? Because he's always the one that's not up front with the rest of the GTR boys. He's just out there to be out there, it looks like. I've got to talk to Chase a lot though. Good guy, man. I don't like his choice for football teams, but he's a cool guy. He always gives us it all. And what's up with all the GTR boys driving these Fords? Oh, I can't say it. Can't say it like that. I don't know what they're doing. That's not speed. That's just called determination, apparently. Country Caliber in the 11 car. He's out there in college in South Carolina in his dorm room trying to pull off the W tonight. RJ Smitty again with that. He should be up here, but he missed pit lane in a bad kind of way. Oh! The 24 and Keith just made contact, and Keith just... shit. He knocked that wall down. I mean, he just straight knocked that wall down. I don't know what happened there, but... holy cow. Keith got hurt real bad. He'd already been on pit lane. I know he was on older tires, but not that much of older tires. So here comes the Gator himself, P. Cola. He is now merging with the leaders right in front of Gator Mike. So Gator Mike's strategy has played out, so it looks like P. Cola's like his strategy's kind of paying out a little bit too. Trying to hold on with the bot. Gotta jump back over to Caddy Stream. Thank you, 704, for this fantabulous game. And that ticker that you promised us. We always talk about it. Teddy is in second. And it looks like, and he's so close to him, it looks like that can't see the number. I'm assuming that is Private Pat in the 21 in the lead then. So it looks like, yep, Private Patton is the leader right now. Taddy is in second. Coming across the line, they are going to have 50 more laps around this hot Atlanta track. 50. So at what, I mean, I can't remember. It's been a long time since I ran here. 50 laps, 30, what kind of seconds? So these guys don't have much time left. If I'm doing my math right, and I don't do a lot of math. Dylan Lee, great to see you out there in YouTube land. Don't know who the heck you are, but yeah, Texas. I'm just outside of the Beaumont, Houston area. Corey that you just heard, he's down there in the Houston area. A lot of Texas drivers hanging out. A lot of people up here all the time and racing in here in GC Sports. So Jose says one more pit stop in 30 minutes. Man, why aren't you up here being my math statistician? Because he is telling me I've got another at least 40 minutes because of post-race before I can have a cigarette. I don't like it. I don't like your math now. Make that quicker, Jose. $14 of P. Cola Gator. 21 still leader. So 14's in second. Gator Mike, and he gets a little squiggly right there coming off, and he's got Cat with him. That's Mopower Cat. So one of the Mopower gang up here trying to rival the GTR boys, but looks like the GTR boys do have a threshold on the Mopower guys as of tonight. Taddy back there just doing Taddy stuff, trying to shake that 21 down. But Gator and Gator trying to track down Private Patton, or Queen of NASCAR. At least he's racing a private tonight, so Queen of NASCAR, does that work? Private of NASCAR, something, I don't know. Sounds good in my mind. Talked to Private quite a bit, man. He's a good guy. Runs the league himself. Check him out. Very fast, very consistent. But these cars right behind him, these F cars with two Chevrolets behind them, the GTRs, a Cat, and a Taddy, trying to reel in that 21 of Private Patton. I'm going to go on board here just a little bit with Aqua Taddy for a couple laps, see what kind of line they're running. You can almost hear Taddy throttling it just a little bit, but you, with low draft, you can't stay out of that throttle too long. You'll lose it. Lifts, breathes it, yellow line, right behind that 24, gets back in it. 24, I don't know what the heck he was doing. He should have brought it up, kept that momentum going, and it cost Taddy just a little bit of right there. Now Taddy's got to adjust his line. Does it very well. Driving on that G29 in the cage. I had been in that cage. The setup is pretty miraculous, not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you, Taddy's setup is on point. It does involve a lot of duct tape, but it works real nice, Clark. Those of y'all that know, the Taddies had the puddings over for a couple nights. You might have gotten a little too intoxicated and got kicked out of a cornhole tournament that night. That happened. That happened. But we're not going to detour from that right now. We're going to stick on board the Aquatati Mobile. Right behind that Mopar Cat. Again, BBS Brennan, one of our guys. Oh, now we're going to do a little old school boom vision. The boom vision is revealing the 14 of P-Cola Gator making a move to the inside. Left front fender to right rear fender. Make contact on those guys. GTR goes, he's pushing GTR. No surprise there. Private Patton probably wore his tires out a little bit though, working on that. But we have I'm assuming that's the new leader. That's the new leader is P-Cola, so we got a Gator and a Gator. You know what two Gators makes? A left boot and a right boot. That's what I'm thinking here. But Traddy trying to make that move, and he can't get underneath. He can't get Private clear yet. Private Patton to that second lane. He's going to end up drifting up just a little bit. Taddy's going to get him cleared. Now pulls behind that 37 Velveeta Mobile. They are going to end up coming up on lap traffic here, trying to see who that is. That's the 10 car. That is not good because the 10 car should have been up here, but had a big mistake getting on the pit lane earlier. Really cost him. No, it's the 41 of GTR Beatty. Oh, hey, look. We used to say this about Travis Tyson all the time. Look, hey Chase, you're leading a race. No, you're about to get passed. You're about to get lapped. That's what happened. That's what's happening right now. That's what's happening. But hey, man, you got some camera time. Chasing Afro's out there. He said, I'm not even gonna try. I should have put a Chevrolet motor underneath this thing to keep up with these boys. So 41 of GTR Beatty lets his GTR buddies go GTR by. Back on board with Mike right there. Pulls in behind the pink 14. The 24 Mopower Cat to the outside. Private Patton said, hey, just because y'all caught me and passed me doesn't mean I ain't got nothing left in the tank. Holding on, making it look good. He just says, hey, I'm obviously got one person in this fight that I'm going with, and that is not the Chevrolet of Mopower Cat. Watching these guys bounce up and down, going in through the corners. Taddy the leader. Taddy leading. I like it. Ooh, contact being made between the 4 and the 21. Good thing no damage on, no harm, no foul. It looked like 21 did a great job of keeping that off of the wall. They are going to go single file. That's going to drop the Cat back just a little bit. GTR Jacob. Oh, I'm tired of saying GTR. But the GTR, he was leading and then just straight said, you know what? I'm going to throw my talent card out the window and forget how to get on the pit lane. Threw it out the window. Just shredded it. Otherwise, he should have been up there with his GTR buddies. On board with the Mopower Cat. He says, don't forget about me. I might be the lone representation of the Mopower clan right now against these guys. But I'm going to try. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to do it. I should be in bed right now. I'm breaking my curfew, but I'm going to stay awake. I'm going to try to help these guys that are all in a Chevy sandwich right now. Chevrolet, FFF Chevrolet. I like it. See what happens. GTR Mike gets pushed to the high side. He's going to go to the inside of Private Patton. Taddy runs that second line, dives that corner, keeps it up just a little bit. It's going to have good momentum, but Gator Mike gets a great run, gives that 24 to push it down the back stretch. So we've got Taddy, P-Cola Gator, Private Patton, Mopower Cat, and Gator Mike all battling it out for the lead right now. We're going to have to see what happens. We got another pit strategy out there according to our, well, I can't call him Larry Mack, so we might as well call him the We'll just call him Jose, because I can't come up with a creative name like that right now. But Jose Protege, Mr. No Internet, I guess, right now, which does stink. He is the one helping me out in YouTube land. So here comes the Gator. Gator won his gat back, aka Gator won his lead back. P. Cola takes the lead. Private Patent, the 37 fighting him on the outside. 24 does not go with his manufacturer buddy and sticks it to the inside. P. Cola to the lead. Private Patent still holding on. Taddy to the outside. Cat and Gator Mike calling this all single file right now. We just saw the 3 of Mo Power Disaster go through pit lane. The 4 car decided to say he wanted to turn himself into a John Deere and take the left front of that thing and mow some grass. That's not going to be good for the radiator. But it's a Ford motor anyway, so I mean, just one more boat anchor this world needs. Still out there by itself, the 2, Keith. We saw something happen earlier with one of these lead cars. Is that payback going to happen, or was that an accident, Keith, in that 2 car? We're going to stay on board right there and see what happens. They're pouncing on him, though, but there was contact being made earlier, and the 2 got walled. It wasn't deliberate, but we did see some contact. The Gator goes up to the high side, the private. Is this going to be a private Gator battle? I feel like somebody should pay me $5 for saying private Gator. That sounds inappropriate on air. Private Pat now takes the lead by half a car, has the 24 car. Mo Power Cap giving him to push to the inside. Now cleared. Oh, he goes to the lead just to say, yeah, I'm pitting. He wasted all that time and tires, and he said, that wasn't a waste. I'm doing it now. Anybody else going with him? Absolutely, Gator Mike will. Mo Power Cat and Gator Picola, they stayed out. Taddy said, I'm pitting. Here, I'm coming out. I'm coming back out to meet you. I got my 4 freshies. I got my belly full of fuel. I got cars coming up on me. I got that beautiful Mo Power with the disaster car coming out. And he just made that car right there. He just passed him. But look at this gorgeous car. Love the love the colors. Don't like the prices. But so here we go. Jose just called it. The money shot. I mean, stop. Where's everybody going to go? They drift and blend on the back stop. Right here. Backstretch. Can they get up there? Will this lap extra fresh tires help these guys out? I would only have to assume that it will. I mean, that's my philosophy. Like I said, I always do it. I always do that, but so they say Taddy's got the lead right now. Taddy did win at Dega. Can he go back to back? He's gonna go get underneath the Disaster Mobile. He's hoping Disaster pulls down and blocks him a little bit, but Disaster's not gonna block Cat. They are Mo Power. He said, you know what? I'm going to be respectful and stay up here. I've got 3 car lengths, but at the same time, that don't mean anything. Low draft and no draft, they're going to end up catching me. Man, he is so fast. Look at that. Look at that. The cheese is just flying off that thing going through the corners. He's going so fast. If that was a Ford, it'd be like frozen to the side of it. So now here comes the 24 car to the inside. Mo Power Cat makes move to the inside of Taddy. So does Gator. That's Pete Cola. Taddy's going to fall back even though he has fresh tires. Is he going to hold off for one lap? Private Patton's going to make a peek to the inside, and he's going to decide not to make a move. But, so we got a cat, a gator, a private, and a Taddy running in the top 5. That's an interesting top 5. But they are making one hell of a race for us right now. I do like this. Let's see what happens. Let's do a little over the hood cam here. Again, sorry guys. I am by myself up here in the booth. But they are not leaving me speechless with the action on the track. The 37 is trying to get behind the 4. The 4 is trying to get behind that 21. Gator makes a move to the inside of the lead. That is P. Cola. So many buttons. There we go. So many drivers. P. Cola to the lead in that 14. The Gator just ate the cat. Making his sabbatical comeback. Can he get up here? Can he make it stick? These guys have been strong all night. Taddy back there just a little bit off, still in the draft. Says don't forget about me. Mo Power Cat says I'm gonna follow you. Single file for the lead. Single file for the lead here at Atlanta Tuesday night, Group B slider style. Don't forget, stay tuned. We've got more racing action throughout the week here at GC Sports. Again, GC Sports being the word, we also have ourselves a little bit of we got Madden Fantasy, and we got ourselves a Madden League. So don't forget, if you're interested, you want to join, get a hold of anybody. But now here comes Cat. He's going to push Gator to the outside. He's going to push him to the outside. So one of the Gators going to fall back just a little bit. Taddy's still pushing, and we got the Cat. So again, it's a Chevy sandwich for these Fords in the middle. Mo Power Cat should be in bed, but he is not. He's actually leading right now. 18 laps to go that time by for these guys. 18 laps to go. I do believe they should be good on petrol and rubber. So it just all depends on your mentality. This time to buy the line should be 17 to go. So laps clicking off real quick for these guys. Yes, 17 to go. That's on Taddy's stream. Gonna go back to the GC stream here. So I'm gonna try to keep it counted down. 16 to go at the line with Mo Power Cat in that second spot. GTR Gator leading. Private Patton third. GTR Mike fourth. And go get some Taddy in fifth. I had to put something in front of his name. Aqua just sounds like he's got to pee a lot. Pequola Gator is pushing him, so there we go. Go to second place here. That's perfect. So Cat, Patton, Gator, Taddy, Gator Jr. Of these two, which was the original Gator? I don't know. I should have been 15 to buy, so this clicking down real quick. This will be the battle for the lead. We know when things get hectic up front, there's probably 3 to 5 to go. I mean, I didn't like making things hectic when I was in the lead pack until like 20 to go. I'm like, oh, I'm leading. Haha. Let's make this real interesting. Let's be honest, I only led a couple laps. Bell Power Cat trying to hold on to this. But I don't see... Oh, a little bit of a block move, maybe. Maybe a little bit of a block move. Maybe. 14 to go. I think that was 14 to go. I'm leaning forward here. I'm just as anxious to everything to see what happens as everybody else, because this is... Alright. Still single file for these guys. Cat. What he needs to be nervous about is coming up on lap traffic. And at the 10 of the GTR car, he lets his buddy go. Cat still leading, Private right there with him. GTR Mike, Caddy, and the other Gator. I'm just going to start calling them the cowboy boots, because that's the only way Gators look good, is a pair of cowboy boots. Or a belt. They make a good wallet too. Cat still leading up front. We're watching, we're maintaining, we're trying to see what's happening here. Going into it now, and they're coming up on Country Caliber. Now, Country Caliber being respectful. Says, y'all go by me. I was with you earlier, something happened. Private Pat not left the rear bumper of the 24th or the 37 at Taddy. Gets around Piccola. But this is going to be the battle for the win. This is going to be the battle for the lead. Who is going to be able to take it right here? Coming to the start finish line. We've got 6 laps. 6 laps to go for these guys. Now's the go time. Like we said, we just saw Taddy make a move to the underneath. This is, like I said, if I was doing it, this is how this is when I would do it. One car at a time. Atlanta, hard track to pass when they're single file. Mopower Cat pulls out by 2 car lengths. Private Patton pulls to the inside. He tries to make a block pass. Here comes Gator Mike to the outside. Was that going to open up the move for Taddy? No, it's not. But it will. Gator Mike gets to the back of Piccola. Slows Gator Mike up. Slide job for Aqua Taddy. Aqua Taddy up to 3rd. Piccola Gator and the Gator Mike himself sitting 4th and 5th. 2 car lengths separate the leaders between Mopower Cat and Private Patton. Here comes that Chevrolet of that 37 of Aqua Taddy trying to track him down. He tries to go underneath, so Snub to stay in the draft. Both Gators now back in line, holding on to pulling with everybody else. Mopower Cat still pulling outside, 5 to go at the line. Can Aqua Tatty get around him? Can P Cola have anything? Aqua Tatty says, "Here we go." He yanks that wheel to the right, makes the move to the inside. That's going to shove Private Patton up to the high side. Everybody else going to try to freight train him. Again, Mo Power Cat says, "I don't know what I'm seeing, but I'm liking it. But do I like it? Because could it happen to me? We got a Gator, and we got an Aqua Tatty trying to chase down the Cat. The Private Patton's to the outside, the 11 right now, a lap down. Remember that, folks. Here comes the 24. He's going to run it into the second lane. Tatty goes to the outside. Private Patton says, "Oh, crap, here we go again." Piccolo Gator makes a move to the inside of me. Trying to get back up there. There we go. Our leader right now. Oh, God, they spin! Contact being made. A 4-car. Gators. There's gators flying everywhere. I literally tried to switch just cameras. There was gators flying everywhere on the track. There's tatties flying everywhere on the track. All I wanted to do was get back up there and see what happened. That had to have been the race because there are no cautions. Wait a minute, there's a caution? What the heck is going on? Is it for a green-white checkered? Mo Power Cat, Aqua Tatty, Private Patton, Gator, and then P Cola Gator were showing us in the top 5. What in the same hell is happening? Some things are being baffled in my mind. Alright, well, looks like we're going to do a little bit of a green-white checker for y'all. Oh, he said cautions are on Group B. Maybe I should read the chats more, but here we go. P Cola Gator, he's going to stay out. We're going to go boom vision with this. As one car loses the tracks back there, mows a little bit of the grass. Here comes the Cat to the outside. Now Aqua Tatty says, "Nope, I'm going to take this Velveeta cheese mobile and shove it right up the middle where the cheese should be, in the middle of the bread. That's going to slow these guys down." Tatty gets a little bit of a bump. Cars bumping everywhere. Pico Gator goes flying through the air. And it looks like Tatty might have had that life. That is Gator Mike. Oh my goodness, did that just happen? Woo! He put the cheese in the middle of the bread. Tatty went back to back, I think, right there. Wow, that was a race. Wow. We got Aqua Tatty, Gator Mike, the Private Patton 3rd, Mo Power Cat 4th, Get Loose with a great comeback in 5th, RJ Smitty 6th, Country Caliber 7th, P Cola Gator 8th, Warpig in 9th, and then the 10 of GTR Jacob in that 10th spot. So, that is how it's panning out, everybody. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. For everybody here at GC, normally I would do the post-race, but I don't want a blue screen and have to get everybody up here, so I apologize for that. But Tatty just won that. You got the rundown. One heck of a race. For everybody at GC Sports, I am Puddin' Knievel. Take care of yourself. Be smooth. Be smart out there. Remember, COVID's still real. Wear a mask. Get your shot. We will get through this together. From everybody here at the Puddin' family, we wish you all a great and safe, happy evening. We will talk to you all soon. And just for you, Dirt Dog, if you're still listening, bye!